Good morning, team. It's 7:30 here in Berlin. We are actually back in Germany, but only for 2 more weeks until we head back to South Africa, because we qualified for the semifinals in Johannesburg mid-May. So almost a month to go. And we thought about doing kind of a mini series about training, nutrition, recovery, team training and all that stuff leading up to the semifinals. And today we are kicking things off with a full day of eating. I usually get started with my peanut butter shake, my go-to. Nothing has changed here since last year. I'm just not a big eater in the morning, and the shake helps me to get down a lot of calories, easy to digest because we will train in roughly 1.5 to 2 hours. So we're looking at 1,000 calories roundabout in here. We've got some oats, milk, banana, peanut butter, protein and creatine. I'm super minimalistic when it comes to breakfast. I have one other shake I do occasionally, but yeah, I can have this literally every morning and it doesn't get really boring for me. So yeah, cheers guys. That looks disgusting.
No, it isn't. Kind of tastes like milk rice or something. Yeah, it's our post-workout drink, let's call it like this, with some protein, 15 gram and 30 gram of maltodextrin, which is basically carbohydrates. We have that drink to make sure that our glycogen storage in the bodies are refilled and that we are refueled for our second session. Definitely also adds just another bunch of calories. Let's put in the work, get some training in.
Okay, done with training. It was quite a long session, almost 2 hours, and we're both pretty hungry now. And now it's burrito time. One of my favorite foods and one of my favorite places here in Berlin, really close to where we live. It's called Chupenga, and they have the best burritos. Okay, so obviously that's kind of hard to track. What we do is we just look up burritos from Chipotle online or at MyFitnessPal, and then more or less use that as the benchmark. And yeah, if we do that, a burrito is around about 1,000 calories over here as well. A lot of protein, a lot of carbohydrates. That's exactly what we need after a heavy workout. So don't make it too complicated with the nutrition. It's totally fine to eat out here and then, but obviously if you want to track, then you also want to make sure that you get into the right direction, but it doesn't have to be 100%. I like to use the 80-20 rule, so 80%, like I try to eat healthy and eat right, and 20% I eat not shit, but stuff which isn't that healthy. And you know what the best part is about burritos? Sophie never finished her burrito, so there's more for me.
Could not make it, but still solid 800 calories or something, so happy with that. And I guess I have like burrito all over my face. Guys, it's 4 p.m. now. We are both not really hungry, to be honest, but it is what it is. We need to eat. We have some toast with marmalade, so we don't end up in the evening with 1,000+ calories to eat. Those toast with marmalade definitely helps to be fueled for the second session, but it's not too heavy that it's like, heavy in the stomach or something. So what helps me a lot is to pre-plan my meals. I already entered dinner for tonight into my fitness pal, so I know roughly how many calories are left, and I can check, okay, does that fit in or doesn't it fit in? And yeah, so that's a really big recommendation. If you track your calories, just pre-enter everything as soon as you know when you will eat it. You can always adjust to your needs then afterwards.
Okay, back in the kitchen again, just prepping our dinner and our lunch for tomorrow. So also big recommendation, try to always prep a little bit more so you have at least something for 2 or even 3 meals. That's what we try to do every time we cook. One of our go-tos, pasta with salmon and some veggies, because we haven't had a lot of veggies so far, and especially if you train a lot and the intensity is pretty high in your training, you should try to get at least a couple of hands of veggies in, just to reduce inflammation. Finishing up our full day of eating with a late night snack. So I've got some nuts over here. Sophie's going for some blueberries and her favorite cookies, which are called Doppelkeks in German. Not sure what it is in English. But yeah, that leaves me around 4,000 calories, and Sophie sits at 2,800, and that's more or less what we need to maintain our weight. It's maybe a little short plus, but that's exactly what we want to have in the build up to the semifinals in 4 weeks. So just keep in mind, only because I'm eating 4,000 calories does not mean that you have to eat that as well, or that it works for you. I also tried out a lot of stuff in the past, ate more carbohydrates than now. Now I'm eating more fats and it works much better for me. So what I'm trying to say is try different stuff to see what works for you, and you have to stick with it for a couple of weeks or even months before you can say that it works or not. Do not make the mistake and think the scale is a good metric to look at. It's actually not. There are much better metrics like sleep, recovery, how is your energy level, how is your mood, and if all that goes into the right direction, then that nutrition works for you. So just try some different stuff, be consistent with it, and then see what is good for you. That's it for episode 1. Next week we will look at what we changed in our training leading up to the semifinals in 4 weeks. So I'm excited about that. And yeah, I guess that's it. See you on the next one.